All right, everybody, let's get ready for. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. Shit. Let's get ready for Monday Night Raw. All right, here we go. We're going to get kicking off in just a few moments. Of course, the streaming part of it, the USA Network stream, is a lot slower than actual cable television, apparently. Monday Night Raw is live from the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina, as the King and Queen of the Ring tournament continues. As you can see, Gunther and Kofi Kingston arriving. They have a huge match coming up tonight, much like our huge main event coming up later. Main event, Jey Uso on the left and the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, on the right. And here comes the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, coming in hot. Drew McIntyre's here a week later, but he didn't come back when CM Punk was there on the television, was there on the show. Drew is making his way out to the ring. And what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. At the end of the day, a man who is so petty, so hell bent on getting revenge on CM Punk for costing him the world title. Drew McIntyre wants to make CM Punk's life a living hell. And as I mentioned, he is hell bent on doing so. Drew McIntyre gonna kick off Raw. What does he have to say? Punk and Drew, they're gonna meet eventually after Punk is cleared to compete. But Drew leaving and then Punk arriving on Raw just a little, just a little bit late, just a little bit. And then CM Punk went to the ring, said, Drew, you better come back. And apparently Drew didn't see it, even though Drew spends a lot of his time on social media. And what does Drew McIntyre have to say? Damian Priest not too pleased by this. McIntyre's injured. That's why he wasn't in the King of the Ring. I mean, it's not Jey Uso's fault for taking that spot. It happened to be handed. It happened to be given to him because he's worked his butt off to earn the respect he has in the back. But talk about somebody who's earned it. Damian Priest is the World Heavyweight Champion. Damian Priest defending his title at Backlash against Jey Uso, and with the help of Finn Balor and JD McDonough, who Damian Priest didn't want help from. There was still help from them anyways, and it allowed Damian Priest to pick up the victory with an avalanche south of heaven. And that's why we see Damian Priest holding that World Heavyweight Championship and not Jey Uso. These two are pretty well matched in size. I would say maybe difference in weight because Priest has an extra few pounds of gold. Welcome on in, Heretic. These two went back and forth. Quite the words these two exchanged. When it comes to Drew McIntyre, the bottom line is he wants the world title. I don't know if Drew McIntyre wants the world title as much as he wants to get his hands on CM Punk. But whatever the case is, Damian Priest just agreed to give Drew McIntyre a world heavyweight title match whenever Drew McIntyre is cleared to compete. That's the story of what we just saw. And we don't know how long it's going to take. It could take weeks. It could take a month or two. Well, let's turn our attention to the King and Queen of the Ring, because coming up tonight, we have Lyra Valkyria and Zoey Stark in the quarterfinals on the Raw side of things for the women's tournament. Also to come, we have Shayna Baszler and Io Sky as another quarterfinal match. Let's take a look at last week. Let's take a look at what happened earlier today in the parking lot. Here is Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark coming in. But then comes Damage Control from behind. A long history between Shayna and Io Sky, and we're going to see that culminate here tonight. Who will advance into the finals? Who will advance in the semifinals, rather? That is the crown that will go around the head of the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament. And it could very well be one of these two women in this match. Whether it's Io Sky who advances or Shayna Baszler who advances, both these women are as tough as they come. Io Sky, former WWE Women's Champion. Shayna Baszler, MMA background, fighter. Oh, but here, speaking of talking about a fighter and tough, there comes Shayna Baszler out of nowhere, making some work on Io Sky. This matchup has not started yet. What a knee. Has her eyes set. The refs hold her back. When we return, we'll get to the ring. All right. We are back live on Monday Night Raw. Things finally got settled during commercial break. It is Io Sky and Shayna Baszler in the quarterfinals of the women's of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Great basement drop kick from Io Sky, showing a little bit of athleticism. And Io Sky ready to pick up some pace, pick up the steam. And Shayna Baszler got out of harm's way there. Went for the kick. Sent shoulder first into the ring apron. There's that weird. There's weird QR code. That was odd. We've been seeing a lot of those as of late. We'll hopefully get down to the bottom of this. It seems to be a glitch in our show. Oh, look at this. This is going to do a lot of damage right here. Holding Io Sky by the shoulder, pulling on the tricep of Sky, who's a former women's champion. In fact, she is the former WWE Women's Champion. Bayley defeating her at WrestleMania. Bayley on the SmackDown, on the blue brand. And, of course, Io is on the brand where the Women's World Championship is, which is now held by the man, Becky Lynch. But that is on everybody's mind. If you're on the roster, you want to be the world champion. But the big thing right now is that Queen of the Ring. Winning this Queen of the Ring tournament for either one of these women, it is a huge stepping stone in their careers. It truly is. That's what it's all about. It did the same thing for Stone Cold Steve Austin back in 1996 when Austin 3:16 was born. It did the same thing for Triple H. Once upon a time, he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And Shayna Baszler is in control. And Shayna Baszler is the submission magician for a reason, going to work on the arm. And she has plans to attack that arm as this match goes on. But hooks the leg, goes to the cover. Only enough for a 2 count there. As Zoe advances, it could be Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. But women's North American Championship qualifying matches tomorrow. Sol Ruca versus Izzy Dame. And Shayna Baszler rolling out of harm's way. Clubbing forearm, fighting back. And Hurricane Rana from Io Sky. Can you imagine if Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark are in the finals or in the semifinals against each other? That would be crazy. Io. A double underhook. No, Baszler counters. Thinking Kira Fuda clutch, but reversed. Ducks underneath. Has a wrist control. Eat defeat to the arm. High knee in the corner to Io Sky. Io's got to find something here. She needs a little bit of something. Just something to give her some energy. Something to give her momentum that's desperately needed because she's about to get caught with a gut wrench off the top. And that would be a huge game changer for this match. It would nearly seal the deal, but a great counter. Lands on her feet, stumbling a little bit. Oh, Shayna Baszler dumped, but look at the way her knee got caught. Shayna's in trouble. Referee Sean Bennett checking on Shayna Baszler, making sure she's okay. The way she fell, her knee is banged up. Her knee could be torn. Io Sky springboard, moonsault to the outside. Lands on Baszler, and just like that, Io Sky finds herself in control. Let's take a look at this moonsault one more time. And as the quarterfinals continues. We are back on Monday Night Raw. Look at this. Renewal of a great rivalry going back to NXT. And now what a quarterfinals match this is. These two are giving it everything they've got because the stakes are so high. The Queen of the Ring, the tournament's so prestigious it goes back to the King of the Ring. And now working on that knee that she injured earlier when Shayna Baszler got her knee caught up on that top turnbuckle. Shayna Baszler trying to slap some filling into her knee, but it may be tough because the damage has been done. Springs up, missile drop kick coming in hot. Io Sky measuring up, and a Meteor to the back. Baszler hooks the leg, goes for the cover. This could be over, and a 2 count. And Baszler kicks out of 2. Let's take a look at the springboard into a missile dropkick. Look at the height of that dropkick. It landed perfectly on the chest. That and the way Shayna Baszler's head smacked off the mat, absolutely devastating. And now Io Sky heading up to the top. It's time to go for an over the moonsault, but Baszler gets the boots up, but gets caught. And now a roundhouse kick from Io Sky. Look at this. Roll over into a cover for the win. Oh, what a bridge. Oh, Kirifuda clutch, Kirifuda clutch out of the ring. Io Sky is in trouble with nowhere to go. She's got it locked in deep. Turns it into able to roll it into a crossface. What a counter. Shayna Baszler now the one in trouble, but she gets on her knees. She's a submission magician for a reason. She knows how to break out of it. Oh, what a neck breaker. Oh, what a knee. Goes to the cover. That's it. Hooks the leg. 2 and oh, what a kick out. Thought that one could have been it there. That knee was flush on the jaw. Thinking that one could have been all over, but it's not quite yet. Let's take a look at that sequence. The bridge turned into a Kirifuda clutch. And take a look at this devastating knee to the jaw, which almost put Io Sky away. Shayna Baszler measuring up Io Sky, who's dazed, saying this one's over. One more knee, but gets caught by Io Sky. Dragon Screw gonna go after the injured knee again. Io Sky, Meteor in the corner. Drags Baszler into the center of the ring. Now this one could be over. Over the moonsault. Right on the money. Hooks the leg. This is it. And it's all over. Io Sky is headed to the semifinals. Packed house in Greenville chanting as Io Sky heads to the semifinals. Io survived Shayna Baszler's attacks. But Io Sky advances. Alex the Lion, welcome on in. Here it is Monday Night Raw. Jackie Redmond interviewing Io Sky. Good, interesting interview nonetheless. Io Sky, I think she's looking for more than just the crown. The crown, she's looking to use the crown as a stepping stone to become a champion. No, I am not doing Stepmania. I'm doing Monday Night Raw commentary. I do not do Stepmania. That's Diaz's thing. That's not mine. I'm not doing all that. That's a lot. That's a lot for me. No, I'm watching Monday Night Raw. I'm doing commentary. Priest saying that Carlito is not welcome in the Judgment Day's clubhouse. Interesting words from Carlito. But here's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, at 666 days. It was ended back at WrestleMania. In the quarterfinals, we have Gunther versus Kofi Kingston, and it's coming up later tonight. And my mic was off the whole time because nobody told me that my mic was off. Nice. We went and toyed with Lord Diaz for a little bit. We bothered him a little bit. Now we're back. All right. We're back live on Monday Night Raw. It's Saturday, August 3rd, SummerSlam in Cleveland, Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tickets are on sale now. We're live in Greenville, South Carolina at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. What? He's been a real jerk as of late. Taylor Not So Swift, absolutely disrespectful to Maxine Dupree. But that's that rough side that we saw after turning on Sami Zayn when he finally got a match against Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther versus Kofi Kingston. Let's take a look at the men's side of things. Last Monday, hellacious match in the main event of Raw. There's a lot, and Sheamus was forced with no choice but to tap out after the damage was too serious to his knee. The New Day's Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio went at it. But a Trouble in Paradise from Kofi Kingston gave him the victory. After Xavier Woods sustained a serious injury, Kofi Kingston was forced to take his place. Kofi Kingston realized he has to do it. Put the crown on his head, signaling that the ring general Gunther will soon be king of the ring. Will it happen? It'll take place on May 25th. All right, here we go. It's good to see you back, Lillian Garcia. Two of the GOATs next to each other in one ring. It truly is like riding a bike. Never lost a step. Great to have Lillian Garcia on Monday Night Raw. Kofi Kingston understands what's at stake. It's not just about going after Gunther. It's not just about going after, it's not just about the King of the Ring. It's about getting payback for Xavier Woods for what he did, for what Gunther did to Xavier Woods. And we will come back next Monday Night Raw. Raw. Truth is something else. Truth is literally a national treasure. Oh man, that's good. That was good. Our Truth is some. But let's get back in the ring because we have a quarterfinals match coming up. It's Gunther and Kofi Kingston coming up. But Kofi has quite the opponent at hand. We saw Xavier Woods, the reigning king of the ring, earlier on tonight on crutches next to Kofi Kingston during his promo in preparation just ahead of this match. And the ring general, Gunther, looking more confident than ever. I mean, Gunther is more confident every time he steps in the ring. I mean, he's just unstoppable. Even... And Kingston goes right after the ring general and not wasting any time. And now Kingston is on fire, gonna fly to the outside. This match hasn't even started. This is about retribution. This is about revenge. And now finally gets the jacket off, drop kick into the ring apron to the LED board, driving the boot and the apron. This is a brilliant strategy from Kofi Kingston, who is working on the knee of the ring general Gunther. What a huge right. What a chop from Gunther. This match still hasn't started, by the way. And sending Kofi into the ring steps, but nope. Kingston jumps up and now connects with Gunther. And Kingston really picking things up here. This match needs to be started. Both men aren't even in the ring yet. But this is smart from Kingston to work on the leg of Gunther early on to get a bit of an advantage. Sending Gunther leg first, foot first, and the LED ring post. Kingston pulling on the leg of Gunther. This is great. Great work from Kingston going after the leg of Gunther early on. It's not too often we see something like this from Kofi Kingston. The bell is rung. This match has officially begun. But Gunther's went for Trouble in Paradise. Kingston went for it, but Gunther sidestepped. Went for a German. Kofi Kingston landed on his feet. Kick to the knee. I don't think we've ever seen Gunther like this. Keeping the big man off his feet. Kofi Kingston heads up to the top. Kofi Kingston, a former WWE champion, winning it back at WrestleMania 35. Goes to the cover. Super mega boom drop, but only enough for a 2 count. That could have been it, but it wasn't enough to keep the ring general down for the 3. But the damage that's been done to Gunther is very visible. Kofi Kingston looking to fly. Suicide dive, but gets caught by the ring general. It gets sent spine first into the ring apron. And that doesn't feel too pretty for Kingston. Thunderous chop to Kofi. Kofi so far was able to get an assault of his own on Gunther in the early ongoings, even prior to the match. But Gunther now working on Kofi Kingston. Kingston lands spine first onto our announce desk. Kofi screaming and writhing in pain. Gunther stops the count. Brilliant strategy. That's why he's the ring general. And now Gunther going to work. This is where Gunther is so powerful. Boston Crab on the announce desk wants revenge on Kofi for jump starting this match and causing damage to his leg early on. Looking to repay the favor. And now a single leg crab hooked in deep as this match continues. This is a quarterfinals of the King of the Ring here on Monday Night Raw. It is the ring general Gunther and a member of the New Day and Kofi Kingston, who's looking to avenge his friend and fellow New Day teammate and Xavier Woods, who had his leg injured by the ring general Gunther. Kofi Kingston went after the leg of Gunther, jump starting the match. But since then, Gunther has taken over this one. And now Gunther is making Kofi punish making Kofi pay and punishing Kofi Kingston for trying to attack him early on before things could start. And I think Kofi Kingston's finding out maybe I shouldn't have messed with the ring general. Oh, spine first, heavy, connecting with those turnbuckles, and Kofi Kingston falls right onto his chest. The fans trying to get behind Kingston, who's a former WWE champion, former Intercontinental champion, United States champion, multi-time tag team champion. Kofi Kingston's done it all. Take to the back of the leg. And again, the ring general picks up Kingston with a huge power scoop slam. And the ring general Gunther with a huge slam to Kofi Kingston. Gunther losing his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship to Sami Zayn back at WrestleMania after 666 days as champion, making him the longest reigning champion of all time in terms of the Intercontinental Championship. And now going to work in the back. Look at this surfboard. Look at the way the spine is being torqued. Turn into a cover. Great counter from Kingston, only not for 1 count. Big boot from Gunther. Any momentum Kofi thinks he has, Gunther just stops it right then and there. Kingston looks dazed after that big boot. Gunther just being more and more frustrated by Kingston trying to fight back. If I were Kingston, I might consider staying down at that point. And now Gunther is measuring up Kofi Kingston, who's trying to get out of the way. Kingston trying to kick Gunther, create some separation so that Kingston has enough time to get up to his feet. And now going after the leg again of Gunther. What a chop to the chest of Kingston. But because of the injured leg, it's hard to get a lot of power. It's when it comes to his chops, he has to use a little bit of leg power to hit those chops. And he can't get all of it because the leg is injured. Oh, but on the knee. Oh, that knee injured. That injured knee. He went for a backbreaker. Let's take a look at this backbreaker one more time. Total World backbreaker right on the spine of Kingston. Right on the middle lower spine of Kingston. But that injured knee of Gunther coming into play. And now Gunther going after the attack on the back of Kofi Kingston. This is brilliant by the ring general. He's making good work of Kofi Kingston as he heads up. What in the world? What is this? An elbow drop off the middle rope. But Kingston got out of harm's way and looks to rally. And Carmelo Hayes, Tama Tonga, Randy Orton, and LA Knight advancing into the tournament on the SmackDown side of things. And Gunther on the receiving end of these kicks to the back of the injured leg. Oh, what a forearm to the spine. So Kingston's been working the legs of Gunther. Gunther working on the back of Gunther. Or Gunther working on the back of Kofi Kingston. Looking for an SOS, but gets caught by Gunther and turned into a gut wrench. But no, Kofi Kingston jumps up and over, lands on his feet. Went for Kingston. Oh, didn't get all of that kick. But it seemed he got enough to stun Gunther temporarily. High cross body from Kingston. Kingston is still alive. And Kingston has Gunther exactly one. So let's take a look at this one more time. Look at the splash. The high cross body was picture perfect from Kofi Kingston. That's what you can expect from Kingston. You can hear the New Day Rocks chants. Gunther turning Kofi around now as a Boston Crab, center of the ring. Last week, Gunther forced Sheamus to submit with a similar move. It was a single leg crab, putting pressure on the injured leg that he was working on. Now Gunther is working on the injured back of Kofi Kingston. Getting Kingston trying to fight through desperate times. He's trying to fight through with everything he's got. Fighting back, Kingston has no choice. What a lariat. Nope, but thinking a little bit of SOS. Hooks the legs. Could this be it for the win? To advance to the semifinals, and it's not enough to keep Gunther down for the 3. The former WWE champion is still fighting. He's proving just why he was at the top, why he was a WWE champion, giving it everything he's got to the ring general Gunther. Kofi giving Gunther a good run for his money right now. Gunther finding out why you don't mess with Kofi, why you don't mess with family. And he messed with Xavier Woods and took Xavier Woods out of action, injuring his leg. And now Kingston heads up to the top. Gunther sidesteps. Drop kick to the back of Kingston. And now Gunther has Kingston exactly where he wants him. Ripcord lariat turns Kingston inside out. That one's going to do it. Hooks the leg. Goes to the cover. 2 and no. Kingston able to kick out at 2.5. You just never know. You never know. And Gunther giving it everything he's got, much like Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston still fighting through, trying to advance, trying to avenge his brother Xavier Woods and advance in the semifinals, maybe even win the whole thing for the New Day. And Kingston, not where he wants to be. Look at this. Not going to stretch Kofi. Oh my, this is devastating. This is absolutely brutal. Kofi being twisted like a pretzel. Kofi was writhing in pain. That back of Kofi Kingston has really been taking a beating throughout this match. And talk about cruel and unusual punishment. Oh, face first. Hurricane Rana. Kofi sends Gunther into the ring post. Kofi has some time. He's going to take advantage of that Trouble in Paradise on the outside. Gunther down and out with a Trouble in Paradise, but the rest count continues. Gunther is flat on his back. Eddie Orengo calling for the count. Who's going to beat the count? Kingston may get a count out victory. And 8, 9. And Gunther makes it back in the ring just before the 10. Just before the 10. Kofi almost winning via countout. But Gunther not going to lose that way. He once lost via countout to Chad Gable. Chad Gable earning an Intercontinental Championship opportunity because of that. And now Kofi Kingston measuring out for one more Trouble in Paradise. Sidestepped again from Gunther. Gunther with a power bomb. Stacks up Kingston. 1, 2. Oh, but Kingston kicks out. And now turns it into a Boston Crab center of the ring. Kingston has nowhere to go. Gunther screaming. And he has no choice but to tap out. Kingston had no choice. He was screaming, writhing in pain. And the ring general Gunther is now in the semifinals after forcing Kofi Kingston to tap out. Defeating a former WWE champion in the process. Talk about a made man. Look at how far the ring general has come following his Intercontinental Championship loss at WrestleMania. And now Gunther heads to the semifinals. Will it be Dragunov or Jey Uso? We could be seeing the renewal of the feud between Gunther and Gunther signaling, saying that he will be the king of the ring. We could very well see the Mad Dragon and the ring general. The finals of the King and Queen of the Ring will take place Saturday, May 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Premium live event in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And Becky Lynch now will defend her World Heavyweight Championship against Liv Morgan. Becky was helped out by Lyra Valkyria, who has a mutual respect between these two. Wow, quite the words from Becky Lynch. Live on Monday Night Raw. The Final Testament now has their eyes set on the New Day, it appears. Going up, as you can see, Karrion Kross went up to Kofi Kingston, but now we have a big match. A week from Saturday, King and Queen of the Ring, live from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, live at 1 p.m. Eastern. You won't from the Jeddah Superdome. You won't want to miss it. Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn versus Big Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship. Big Bronson Reed has his eyes set on taking that championship. Chad Gable made this personal between him and Sami Zayn. And speaking of Chad Gable, here comes Chad Gable, and the man who will be representing the Alpha Academy. And Akira Tozawa has his hands full tonight. I don't like the odds, if I'm being honest. I don't really like the odds for Akira Tozawa against Big Bronson Reed. It's going to be a tough fight. The bell is wrong. This match is underway, but you're going to have to use that quickness to his advantage. Going after Big Bronson Reed. Reed sending Tozawa in the corner. Ducks under. Big Bronson Reed sweeps under the legs. What a super kick, connects. One for spinning kick, and it connects. Look at this. Akira Tozawa really putting up a fight. And now Bronson Reed gets dropped to the floor, gets dropped on the mat. And Akira Tozawa showing his strength, ripping off his shirt. Tozawa at the top. Oh, 450 got caught. And now on the shoulders of Bronson Reed with a Death Valley driver. And the big man, the 300-pound Big Bronson Reed, looking to make waves ahead of his Intercontinental Championship match. Because here comes a Tsunami. Cooks the leg. And Reed is ready. A nice little flurry. From Akira Tozawa. But Akira Tozawa was no match for Big Bronson Reed. And now Chad Gable is furious with Akira Tozawa losing this match. No. You know, here we see Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. All right. Exclusive WWE merchandise celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month now on WWE Shop. The big dog, Braun Breaker. Speaking. The final tournament in the quarterfinals of the women's side of things on Monday Night Raw. With hard-hitting first-round matches, Zoe Stark went to battle against Ivy Nile, picking up the victory. Dakota Kai went up against Lyra Valkyria, the newest member of Monday Night Raw, Lyra Valkyria, who ended up picking up the victory after putting Dakota away with a Michinoku driver. And now Zoe Stark takes on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Will Zoe Stark head to the semifinals, or will Lyra Valkyria do it? Okay, let's see. As Zoe Stark now makes her way, it's that, you see the crown right there. Zoe Stark, one confident powerhouse, been making a rise on the main roster over the last year. She was drafted last year during the 2023 draft, found herself aligned with Trish Stratus until Trish Stratus turned her back on her following Becky Lynch's win in the steel cage match. And now things are looking good. The winner faces Sky, Io Sky in the semifinals. So with Io Sky now in the semifinals, we'll see if it'll be Lyra Valkyria or the woman in the ring, Zoe Stark. The former NXT Women's Champion, she truly has it to take it to the next level. And she can take it to the next level if she can pick up the victory against Zoe Stark tonight and head into the semifinals against Io Sky, who is the former WWE Women's Champion. Last week, defeated Dakota Kai to move into the quarterfinals. Now she's here looking to get through Zoe Stark to get into the semifinals, where she'll have to get through Io Sky to make her way to the finals, and we'll find out on the SmackDown side of things who will either be the opponent of the winner of this match or Io Sky. Zoe Stark, Lyra Valkyria going to lock up collar and elbow, side of the ring. A little bit of strength here, test of strength. And Lyra sends Zoe Stark into the corner. Now pushes Lyra. Now a push to Zoe. Goes for a clothesline. Lyra ducks under, side headlock. And Stark sends Lyra into the corner. Ducks up, jumps up and over, rolls through. Great athleticism from Lyra. Great arm drag. And Lyra Valkyria really bringing the heat early on in this one. And with another arm drag. And now really showing what she's got. For Lyra Valkyria, she needs to prove herself. She still only has a couple matches under her belt on the main roster on Monday Night Raw. And now has to prove herself. And the big way to prove herself would not just be to win this match, but beat Io Sky. That would be a huge win for Lyra Valkyria, defeating the former WWE Women's Champion and then advancing to the finals, perhaps even becoming Queen of the Ring. That would be huge for the former NXT Women's Champion and Lyra Valkyria. But let's not get ahead of ourselves as Zoey Stark gets out of harm's way. Huge clothesline of Lyra Valkyria on the outside on the floor. And just like that, Zoey Stark takes control as this quarterfinals match continues. All right, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Zoey Stark setting up Lyra Valkyria. Springboard, missile drop kick right on the jaw. Hooks the leg, goes to the cover. This could be it. Only enough for a 2 count. Now, Zoey Stark mocking Lyra Valkyria. Let's take a look at this beautiful missile drop kick right on the money. And Zoey Stark has a snapmare. Zoey Stark has the cravat, rather. Not quite. It was looking for the snapmare, but has that cravat locked in deep on the neck. With these clubbing blows to the midsection, Lyra Valkyria fighting back. We'll be live this Friday from Jacksonville, Florida for a Friday Night Smacked. And then next Monday, we'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina. Hooks the legs, goes to the cover, great crucifix, but only enough for a 2 count. And now Zoey Stark went for a right, got blocked, gets blocked again. Lyra Valkyria takes Zoey Stark off her feet, spinning kick to the midsection, boot right to the jaw. And again, step up Enziguri takes out Zoe Stark. And now Valkyria is reeling. And Valkyria gonna fly! Down goes Stark with a drop kick through the middle rope. Zoe back in the ring. Lyra Valkyria heads up to the top. This time, she is really gonna fly. High cross body connects. Goes for the it's thought she was going for the cover, but she's not done yet. Zoe Stark back up to her feet. And a tornado DDT planting Zoe Stark right on her head. Hooks the leg, goes to the cover. This one could be over, but Stark kicks out at 2. Zoe Stark really hanging in this one. Lyra Valkyria giving it everything she's got. She's really shown what she's made of these last few matches we've been fortunate enough to see during her time on Monday Night Raw following being drafted just a few weeks ago. And now Lyra Valkyria is in control. This could be her moment as she looks for the Michinoku driver to finish this one out. Oh, standing switch. Back elbow from Zoe Stark. That was absolutely devastating. Forearm. Kicks the leg of Lyra from under her. Kicks her feet from under her. Went for a kick. Ducked. Kips back up to her feet. Went for an Enziguri. Zoe Stark countered. Oh, with a roundhouse with a back heel kick. And now looking for a half and half suplex. And look at the way that Lyra landed. Hooks and goes to the cover. Lateral press. Only enough for a 2 count. Full body shot there. And Zoe Stark thought she had her. Zoe Stark saying this one's over. And it very well could be in just a matter of moments. With Lyra in trouble, Zoe Stark makes her way up to the top. Could this be it? Gonna fly. But Lyra gets out of harm's way. Oh, what a spinning heel kick. Caught Zoe Stark. And now, Tornado DDT gets caught by Stark. Suplex. Oh, and Lyra gets on the corner. The leg could be injured. This great counter. 1, 2, and no. Zoe Stark frustrated as Lyra Valkyria kicks out. And now has a lot of trash talking to do with Lyra. Lyra not too pleased by it. But you can see the frustration starting to settle in Zoe Stark. What a slap to Lyra. Lyra now with a slap back. Lyra's not done yet. There's still a fight left. Super kick from Zoe. This Z360 gets caught. Michinoku driver. Hooks the leg for the win. And it's over. Lyra Valkyria is headed to the semifinals. Lyra Valkyria is headed to the semifinals. Congratulations. You will see Io Sky next week in the semifinals, where you have a shot to make a name for yourself and add to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Let's take a look at this one more time. Semifinals set for next week in Greensboro, North Carolina. It is Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria, 2 former NXT Women's Champions. All right. And Lyra picks up the victory as she heads and now Lyra has her eyes set on the semifinals and the finals as she has her eyes set on that crown. Semifinals will take place Greensboro, North Carolina next week on Monday Night Raw. But still to come, we still have our big main event. Main event, Jey Uso taking on. Oh, well, let's take a look back. Main event, Jey Uso and the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. What a match this is going to be. Jey with a victory over Finn Balor, and then Ilya Dragunov later that night. This was last Monday, picking up a huge victory over Ricochet with a thunderous H-bomb. And Ilya Dragunov and Gunther have a lot of history. Can you imagine if we see Ilya Dragunov and Gunther in the semifinals? We'll find out by the end of the night who will be facing Gunther next week on Monday Night Raw. And here's somebody that Jey Uso knows very well. Jey Uso ready for his main event match. But here comes Sami Zayn, who's ready for a match of his own. Here comes Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn defends in a triple threat against Chad Gable and Big Bronson Reed 1 week from Saturday at the Jeddah Superdome. But before we can get there, Chad Gable has set up a match for Otis to take down Sami Zayn before the match, weaken up Sami Zayn. And this match is coming up next on Monday Night Raw. Live on Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn is in the ring as he awaits Otis of the Alpha Academy. And a week from Saturday, Sami Zayn has his hands full in the form of Chad Gable and Big Bronson Reed in a triple threat for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship live on Peacock, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. It'll be live from the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And speaking of Otis and the Alpha Academy, here he is being accompanied by Chad Gable. Chad Gable. Maxine losing in an opening round tournament. And as we saw, she got chewed out by Chad Gable earlier. Now, then we saw Akira Tozawa lose to Big Bronson Reed earlier. Now Sami Zayn and Otis are going to go one-on-one. Going to lock up, but the power of Otis much too strong, but the quickness of Sami Zayn can be seen here. And that's going to be a big play for Sami, is his quickness, because Otis is not as quick as Sami Zayn, but these clubbing blows to Sami Zayn has him cornered. And if you're cornered, you really don't have anywhere to go. It's hard to break free. And now Otis on Zayn in the ropes. Huge spinning back elbow to Zayn. Otis. And you can hear Chad Gable saying, "That's what I like." This is what Chad Gable wanted from Otis. He wanted to see the evil side of Otis. Huge splash in the corner. Down goes Zayn. And he said, "No worm." Chad Gable said no. Chad Gable said he didn't want to see this. And Chad Gable said none of that. He's got to be serious. And I think Otis realizes he got to be serious. Otis trying to fight it. Otis trying to fight his instincts against, and he rips the shirt anyways. And here comes the worm anyways. And a big old elbow drop. And Chad Gable is fuming. Here comes the Fun Police and Chad Gable to stop Otis's fun time. And now Otis, nobody home. And Sami has Otis out there, wants him. Helluva Kick. That's going to do it. Hooks the leg. This one's over. 1, 2, and 3. Sami Zayn has done it. Sami Zayn has some momentum heading in, has a little bit more momentum heading in to King and Queen of the Ring 1 week from Saturday at the Jeddah Superdome, when he has to defend against both Chad Gable, who's now chewing out Otis in the ring, and then and just pushing Otis around like that. And here comes Sami Zayn back to the ring. Sami Zayn won't stand for that. Sami Zayn exploder suplex to Chad Gable. Gable deserved that. Sami Zayn was sick of it. Sami Zayn looking for a Helluva Kick. And Chad Gable got out of harm's way. He wasn't playing around on that one. Oh, what a slap to Otis. And Otis is just going to take it, apparently. Otis, you don't deserve that. You're better. You deserve better than what Chad Gable is treating you as. But coming up next, Becky Lynch, the Women's World Champion, going one-on-one with Dakota Kai of Damage Control. And it's coming up next on Monday Night Raw. All right, here we go. We're back live on Monday Night Raw. JD McDonough talking smack to Braun Strowman. Out of all people, JD McDonough wants to do some Judgment Day business with is Braun Strowman. And here comes Dakota Kai representing Damage Control in this match. Damage Control has made it clear that they want the Queen of the Ring title. Io Sky has already advanced. Io Sky has advanced. As you can see, she has already advanced into these semifinals. And now Dakota Kai has her eyes set on the Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch, hoping that she can earn herself a shot at the Women's World Championship. But what we do know for sure is that coming up in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, it will in fact be Becky Lynch defending against the woman who's been on her revenge tour, Liv Morgan. And speaking of the Women's World Champion, here she is, the man, Becky Lynch. A week from Saturday, as I mentioned, Becky Lynch, 21 days, 3 weeks now as the Women's World Champion. And now let's take a look at it officially. Through 1 week from Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on Peacock. Women's World Championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. But tonight, what an opportunity for Dakota Kai, perhaps to earn herself a future shot at the Women's World Championship. This is a big match. Dakota Kai could knock off our champ, Becky Lynch. That's a big deal if it can be done. And you can see King Coda, a sign taken from a fan, being held up by Kairi saying Damage Control runs Raw on the back of it. And Damage Control could run Raw if Dakota Kai can pick up the victory over Becky Lynch here tonight. The bell is rung. This match is underway. Becky Lynch shoving Dakota Kai. Showing no respect. Went for a clothesline. Now a right from Lynch. Now stomping away. Stomping and stomping away on Dakota Kai. Gets the boot up. Back elbow to Dakota Kai in the corner. And Dakota sent face first. Top turnbuckle. And Rhea Ripley was forced to vacate the Women's World Championship a month ago after being injured by Liv Morgan, the woman that Becky Lynch is defending 1 week from Saturday at the Jeddah Superdome at King and Queen of the Ring. And, you know, Liv Morgan got her wish. Liv Morgan took out Rhea Ripley, and now could be the Women's World Champion defeating Becky Lynch. You take out one great, and now about to beat the other one for the Women's World Championship. That could be the case for Liv Morgan, cementing her legacy. Liv Morgan's already a former WWE Women's Champion. But someone who isn't a former Women's Champion is this woman who's on the receiving end of these attacks from Becky, the receiving end of this attack from Becky Lynch in this match, Dakota Kai. And went to go for the midsection Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch sidestepped. Now a roundhouse kick. Io Sky finds herself on the ring apron. Io Sky gets kicked down. Becky Lynch heading up to the top. Becky Lynch is not playing any games here tonight. But here comes a big pump kick after being distracted by Kairi Sane on the top. Snapmare sent off the top. Dakota Kai is in control now. Has some time. Don't want to waste any time, rather, on going after the attack on Becky Lynch. She's driving the knee into the back of the neck. Lynch being driven, as her throat connects to that middle rope. That rope is not comfy at all. It's not springy. The wind was literally being knocked out of Becky Lynch. The airway was being blocked, and now Lynch being sent head first time after time into this top turnbuckle. And now Becky with a counter. Now Becky sending Kai in the ropes. Kai counters. Becky then double counters. And kick to the midsection of Becky Lynch. Boot to the back of Lynch. And Dakota Kai really matching up with Becky Lynch here tonight. Has it locked in. Has a side headlock locked in. Or headlock, rather. Looking to wear Becky Lynch down. Put her to sleep. Imagine that. Dakota Kai puts Becky Lynch to sleep, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen as Becky Lynch fights out of this and breaks free, creating the separation she needs. Had the leg, step up enziguri from the champion, stunning Dakota Kai, who gets sent into the corner to keep herself held up. Becky Lynch took advantage, but Dakota Kai had some time to recover, getting out of harm's way, went for a boot. Becky Lynch countered. Now using the ropes for that kick to the face. Both women are down. Who's going to get back up to their feet first? Live on Monday Night Raw as this match continues. All right, we are back live on Monday Night Raw. It is Becky Lynch and Dakota Kai. Becky Lynch, the Women's World Champion. Dakota Kai has a huge opportunity to take out the Women's World Champion. She has her up on her shoulders. Lynch up on her shoulders. Lynch goes to the cover now. Cover from Kai. Great counter. Boot to the midsection. Lynch gets sent to the outside onto the ring apron. Dakota Kai, we're going to see the stomp again. Becky Lynch sent face first into the mat as my fucking stream lags. And my computer's going to shit itself. Nice. Big right hand from Dakota Kai. Huge forearms to Lynch. Perfect timing. Lynch sending Kai to the ring apron. Kai shoulder midsection. Jumps up. Nope. Gets out of harm's way. Huge rights. Boots to the midsection. Leg drop. 1, 2, and Kai able to kick out of 2. This match continues. Don't want to apologize for the brief interruption. There was a lag in the Monday Night Raw video from USA. At least on my end, it was buffering. But this match, nonetheless, this match is continuing on as Becky Lynch measuring up Dakota Kai. She has it right where she was, looking for a manhandle slam. Back elbow, counters, sends Becky Lynch in the corner. Big pump kick right on the face. Hooks the leg, goes to the cover. This one could be over. Only enough for a 2 count as Becky Lynch kicks out. And Dakota Kai screaming. She's frustrated. You can see the frustration. Never let your frustration show. That's the one thing you cannot do, is express your frustration. Then that's your weakness. You let your opponent see what's up. This is going to continue to buffer. This is bullshit. And Dakota Kai adds it to the top. I better not do this for the main event because I've got to record that one. That one's going up next Monday. And now fighting back at Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch now fighting back. Clubbing blows to the back of Becky. High above the ring. From the top. Looking for a superplex. And Becky Lynch turns her through. Looking for the arm bar. But Dakota Kai holds on. Hooks the legs too. Becky Lynch with a cover. Kicks. Look at this. Great counter. Lynch has Dakota Kai sent of the ring. Oh. Damage Control had enough and they end this one. And now Damage Control attacking Becky Lynch. You knew it was coming eventually. But here comes Lyra Valkyria. Even after she just won her match earlier on, she's still got some life left in her. Enziguri to Io, drop kick. Or to Dakota. And now these two will face off next week on Monday Night Raw. It'll be Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria. Boom, boom, what a clothesline to Io. Io got burned by Becky Lynch. But Liv Morgan from behind sends Becky into the ring post. And Liv gets out of harm's way before Lyra could even do anything about it. And it could be weeks that we could see Liv Morgan defeat Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship in 1 week from Saturday. The message has been sent to Becky Lynch that she's coming for that Women's World Championship, and it ain't going to be pretty. Liv Morgan's revenge tour continues. Oh! And just smirks at Ilya Dragunov. But we have a four-way to determine the number one contender for the tag team championships coming up. Fresh off of staring down at Braun Strowman, he's now competing in a number one contenders fatal four-way match for the World Tag Team Championship. Who will be the number one contenders for Awesome Truth Tag Team titles, World Tag Team titles? We will find out coming up next on Monday Night Raw. They're going to watch this thing up close, up front and up close to see who their number one contenders are going to be for their World Tag Team Championships. And now JD McDonough and Finn Balor going to see the next two of their opponents. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, New Catch Republic, making their way to the ring. They are ready to make a name for themselves. They have yet to win tag team gold. They tried. They were in the 6-pack ladder match at WrestleMania, but it wouldn't be them to leave with either of the tag team championships. It would be A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller to win the WWE Tag Team Championships, leaving those on Friday Night SmackDown, and Awesome Truth to bring home the Raw Tag titles, the now defunct Raw Tag titles that are now the World Tag Team Championships. But things are picking up. Here we go. The Creed brothers are here. The Creeds have really improved since we've seen them on breakout on the Monday Night Raw scene. The Creeds were drafted last year to Monday Night Raw in the draft. Could they be the number one contenders for the tag titles? They have another opportunity. And tonight could very well be their night. Brutus and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers, would pose a huge threat. But talking about a huge threat, the Authors of Pain. Here are the teammates for the Final Testament, the Authors of Pain, being led by the legendary Paul Ellering. Akam on the left, Rezar on the right. Former Raw and NXT Tag Team Champions looking to pick up some more gold. It's been a while since they've held some gold. Authors of Pain are just so powerful. Four talented teams, only one can become the number one contenders for the Awesome Truths World Tag Team Championships. But when you've got a legendary manager in your corner like Paul Ellering, Akam and Rezar have a good mastermind in their corner to help them pick up the victory. Balor and Bate gonna kick things off. Balor in control. This is brilliant. Keep the freshman in. This is why the Judgment Day were the previous tag team champions. They were the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions before they were split up in the ladder match at WrestleMania. Look at this. Tyler Bate, head scissor, and crawls towards Pete Dunne. Tags made. And now head scissor, Hurricane Rana. The bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, and the big strong boy, Tyler Bate. Great double big back body drop to JD McDonough. And now going to torque on the fingers of McDonough. And you can hear McDonough writhing in pain. Punishing JD McDonough. Stomping on the arm. That's absolutely devastating. And what a forearm to Dunne. And now Julius Creed tagged. And now Brutus Creed is in as well. Knees. Now they're going to... Boom. Double gut buster. And holds on the ropes. JD McDonough gets the kick, gets the legs up, kicks both. But Akam and Rezar coming in the ring, taking out the Creeds. And JD McDonough cleaning house. Now AOP slamming everybody And AOP are standing tall for the time being. But are either of them legal? It doesn't appear to be the case. But they're going to work on JD McDonagh as they send him over the top. And everybody getting launched. And Authors of Pain stand tall. Let's take a look at this. JD McDonagh just got launched. This four-way match continues. Back live on Monday Night Raw is this tag team match, this fatal four-way tag match to determine the number one contender for the World Tag Team Championships continues. You can see the World Tag Team Champions, Awesome Truth, that is The Miz and R-Truth, watching on here at ringside, and Judgment Day are in control. Judgment Day haven't been the same really since losing those tag titles. You've seen a little bit of issues fall within the Judgment Day. You know, Damian Priest not wanting the help, wanting to do it on his own. But nonetheless, Damian Priest still world champion because of it. But Brutus Creed turning things around, clothesline, taking out JD and Finn Balor as Brutus crawls to make the tag to his brother Julius. Can he do it? Can he make the tag? And makes the tag. Julius Creed, big belly to belly to Balor. Big belly to belly to JD McDonagh. Now here comes Akam. Razor taking out Balor, boot to the midsection. JD McDonagh, great teamwork from the Judgment Day. Gets countered. These two caught double. Northern Lights suplex, showing the strength of Julius Creed. Standing shooting star to Finn Balor. Hooks the leg. This could be over. 2 and no. Got out of harm's way, but JD hit Balor. A little bit of miscommunication. JD sent over. Balor hooks the legs. Has the tights cover. And a sling blade from Balor. Balor, the inaugural Universal Champion, has his eyes set on Tag Team Gold. Once again, the former Tag Team Champions. Balor, you can see the energy, the wear and tear on his body, struggling to climb up for that split second. May have cost him as New Catch Republic had time to meet him there. But here come Akam and Rezar to meet. Moonsault taking out Rezar. Moonsault takes out Akam. Look at Creed. And superplex from Julius to become #1 contenders. Oh, but Balor gets the shoulder up just in the nick of time. Let's take a look at the moonsault to Akam. And then a moonsault for Rezar. And then look at that way. The vertical jump leap of Julius is incredible. Brutus ball wasn't mine. But here comes Akam and Rezar, Authors of Pain, going after JD and Balor. And they're saying it's over. We've seen this before. Get hit like a train. And then taken out with a power bomb. And now double enziguri to Rezar. Or Akam. And now Rezar gets taken out of the ring. And now Akam sends Bate and Dunn over the top to the outside onto the floor. And now here comes Akam to close this one out. But Rezar gets caught. Just got slammed by Brutus Creed. Seeing the raw power of the former NXT Tag Team Champions once upon a time. Brutus has turned his attention to the outside. Brutus! Ball! Taking everybody out. Bate is legal. The big strong boy springs back. Lariat, but can he do it? Look at the power of the big strong boy with Akam on his shoulders. And still spinning. Look at the power. And taking out Akam. Balor rolls up 1, 2. Oh, and Bate kicks out. What a cheap right. Playing some mind games. Turning him inside out. New Catch Republic. A cover 1, 2. Oh, but McDonough saves the match just in the nick of time. Gonna fly. Flips. Oh. But didn't get all that. Pete Dunne unloading on McDonough on our announce desk. Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight. But look who's here. Carlito helping the Judgment Day. Backstabber to Pete Dunne. Huge shot. Carlito trying to work his way in the Judgment Day. Prove he belongs. And now Balor with a stomp. Coup de grace for the win. 1, 2, and 3. The Judgment Day have done it. They have their eyes set on Tag Team Gold once again. Finn Balor and JD McDonough will meet. Awesome Truth for the tag team, for the World Tag Team titles, but not without the help of Carlito, who's trying to prove himself that he belongs in the Judgment Day. And now Balor and McDonough are the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships. What Carlito did was legal because there's no countouts, no disqualification. Because of the Fatal 4-Way rules. Been quite the night here on Monday Night Raw so far. But still to come, we have our huge main event, Jey Uso, Ilya Dragunov quarterfinals. So let's turn our attentions to that. That's coming up. But next Monday, Sami Zayn and Chad Gable go one-on-one just days ahead of the triple threat match in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia for King and Queen of the Ring for the Intercontinental Championship, along with Bronson Reed in the match. And then the semifinals of the women's tournament, Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky on the women's side of things on Monday Night Raw. And then the King of the Ring will be Gunther against either Jey Uso or Ilya Dragunov. The winner of tonight's main event will have their hands full against the Ring General. But here you can see Ilya Dragunov getting prepped. It's main event time because main event Jey Uso is here. Greenville is lighting up. The Fireflies are out tonight. It's Yeet time. Is Ilya Dragunov going to be on the losing end of the Yeet down, or will the Mad Dragon beat Jey Uso? This match is our main event. It's a men's tournament quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament, and it is coming up next on Monday Night Raw. Now on location exp.com/WWE for more information. It seems Carlito may have found himself in the Judgment Day now, but coming back to Raw, coming back to the ring, we have our main event getting ready. Main event, Jey Uso. Can't have a main event without main event Jey Uso. Talk about a tag team wrestler who worked his way up to the main event, and now Jey Uso could be one step closer to advancing to the semifinals and becoming Yeet, King of the Yeets. King Yeet. The Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on USA Network, Greensboro, North Carolina, Monday Night Raw. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster, live from the Greensboro Coliseum. Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon versus the Yeet Master. Main event, Jey Uso. King Yeet could be. The bell is rung. This match is underway. It could be either one of these men. It could be Jey Uso or Ilya Dragunov advancing into the semifinals. They're going to lock up, collar and elbow, center of the ring. And Jey Uso sending Ilya in the corner. Ilya turns things around now. Jey sent into the corner. Ref forcing a rope break, corner break. Huge Uso chance, went for a back fist. Jey blocked. Jey scouted it. Now a chop from Dragunov. Another thunderous chop. Boot to the midsection. Turns things around. Jey went for an enziguri. It seems that Ilya Dragunov studied his opponent very well because he saw that enziguri coming. That is something we see from Jey Uso time and time again. And that's just how good Ilya Dragunov is. You have to watch your opponents. Scouting. And Ilya Dragunov measuring up Jey Uso in the corner. Huge knee to the Yeet Master. Off the middle rope. Knee to the midsection of main event Jey Uso. Ilya Dragunov going to work on the Yeet Master. Ilya Dragunov has his eyes set on challenging Gunther next week on Raw to renew their feud. Jey Uso with a huge right sends Ilya off the top rope to the outside onto the floor. And Jey getting ready to fly. Jey gonna fly. Suicide dive to Ilya Dragunov. Spine nailed on the announce desk. And Ilya Dragunov's eyes are wide open as his body just collided into the announce desk. And Jey Uso, just like that, has taken control of this match. Jey Uso has Ilya up on his shoulders. Ilya breaks free. Huge boot right to the face. Rolls to the inside, rolls back out, saves this match from being a double countout. Oh, here goes our announce desk. Better back away. Dragunov, thunderous chop to Jey Uso. And Dragunov up to the barricade. Uso's in trouble. An H-bomb. Oh, but Jey got a harm's way. That forearm connected right onto our announce desk. And Jey Uso smart getting on harm's way. Rolls back in the ring. Here comes Jey with a spear over the announce desk. Both men over our announce desk. Chaos here at ringside. The King of the Ring quarterfinals continues. We are back live on Monday Night Raw. It is main event. Jey Uso and the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov in the men's tournament quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Who will advance in the semifinals to face the ring general Gunther next Monday on Raw in Greensboro, North Carolina, from the very famous Greensboro Coliseum. And a great hip toss from Jey Uso to counter Ilya Dragunov. Creating the separation Jey Uso needed, but the damage has already been done. That abdominal stretch from Ilya Dragunov did some work. And now, last man to beat Gunther prior to Sami Zayn to doing it at WrestleMania is this man, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. But he's got to get through the Yeet Master, the Yeeter of Worlds, the main event, Jey Uso. This is our main event on Monday Night Raw. Who wants it more? What a shot from Dragunov. Oh, what a yeet. What a clubbing yeet from Jey Uso. And a chop from Dragunov. These two are going tit for tat, trading blows center of the ring. Now Dragunov picking up some steam. These blows, blow after blow from Dragunov, but Jey blocks it with a yeet of his own and another clubbing yeet and a third yeet and a fourth clubbing yeet and doing a little bit of a jiggy. Getting jiggy with it. Boom! What a clubbing yeet takes Dragunov off his feet. Went for a boot. Step him in Zagiri. Ilya Dragunov scouted it earlier in the match, but this time he couldn't block this one. The exhaustion is weighing in on both these men, but Jey Uso wants this more for the time. Jey Uso's got Ilya Dragunov right where he wants him, but Ilya Dragunov with a big boot. Ilya Dragunov is fired up, but you can be seen holding on to his wrist. He's in a lot of pain, but the Mad Dragon is willing to go to extreme lengths to get his hands on Gunther once again. Ilya Dragunov already knows what it's like to beat Gunther, but he just needs to beat Jey Uso so we can have a shot at doing it once again. Looking for a German suplex and it connects. Holds on. He said, "You don't go anywhere," and he's not letting go of Jey Uso. Picking up main event Jey Uso for a second German suplex. Dragunov delivering the German suplexes to Jey Uso as he holds on. Jey Uso trying to get back up to his feet. Can he do it? Back elbows. Waistlock takeover. Boom, what a kick to the midsection. Clubbing right. Ilya Dragunov with an enziguri to Jey Uso. Great counter. Ilya Dragunov gonna swing around. Lariat turns Jey Uso inside out. Hooks the leg, goes to the cover. This one could be over. All for the win, but it's not enough to keep Jey Uso down for the 3. Ilya thought it was over, but it wasn't. Let's look at that swing through the ropes. Huge lariat. They both got turned inside out on that one. That's how much force Ilya Dragunov put into that lariat, but it wasn't enough to keep Jey Uso down for the 3. And you can hear that this is awesome chants from the fans. This match, as advertised, these two, we're going to give it everything they've got. That's why it is our main event. These two giving it everything they've got. Because it's all about becoming king of the ring. And Jey wants to become King Yeet. And the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, wants to become the Tsar of the ring. As we heard earlier from him. Running boot to the face in the corner to main event. Jey Uso connects flush on the jaw. And the Mad Dragon is fired up. So fierce and intense. The Mad Dragon really picking things up here. Has the waist locked on main event Jey Uso. Trying to break out of it. Standing switch from main event Jey Uso. Swings around while it was for lariat. Boot kicks the injured arm of Ilya. Super kick from Jey Uso. And another one. A thunderous one. And now stacks Ilya, but it's only enough for a 2.5. Let's take a look at that huge super kick. That was right on the money. Look at the ear of Jey Uso. A little bit of blood coming from the ear. That boot from earlier causing that. Jey Uso measuring up Ilya Dragunov with a spear, but a knee from Dragunov counters. And boom, what a knee from Dragunov. Down goes Uso. And Ilya looking to put this one away with a power bomb that could be the beginning of the end. Because here's what comes next. He has Jey Uso right where he wants him for an H-bomb. But the arm, 1, 2. Oh, but Jey Uso kicks out. But because of the damage that's done to the wrist, Ilya Dragunov couldn't fully put all of his weight on a Jey Uso, and he's going to go for one more H-bomb despite the injury. Ilya Dragunov going to give it everything he's got because that's all he can do. Measuring up, Jey Uso. Back to his feet. Spear! And Jey Uso heads to the top. This one could be over. And an Uso splash. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Main event, Jey Uso has done it. And Jey Uso is headed to the semifinals. Jey Uso will meet Gunther next week in the Greensboro Coliseum. Congratulations to Jey Uso, who is now one step closer to becoming King Yeet after knocking off the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, who was hoping to rekindle his feud with the Ring General Gunther. But Jey Uso now has to get through the Ring General Gunther. Ilya Dragunov and main event Jey Uso tore the house down tonight. Let's take a look at this Uso splash one more time. The final blow in this match. Hook the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Jey Uso picked up the victory and is headed to the Greensboro Coliseum. And now the semifinals are set on the Raw side. It'll be the Ring General Gunther and main event Jey Uso. There it is. It's official for next Monday on Raw. Uso and Gunther. But here comes the Ring General Gunther. Oh, and Gunther getting in the ring. What a face-off between these two ahead of their big match next week. This is a huge match for next Monday on Raw. It doesn't get any bigger than this. This is truly the best of the best on the Raw side of things. We'll find out who advances to the finals next week on Monday Night Raw. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Monday Night Raw live on USA. All right, everybody. Adams, baby, with a raid. I totally missed it. I am so sorry that I missed the raid. I am so sorry. Thank you guys for being here. Monday Night Raw is now over. How was your stream? How was your stream, Kiana? I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the raid again, Kiana. Always great to see you. Sorry, I'm kind of exhausted. For those who aren't already following Kiana, give her a follow. Thank you all for all the love and support. If you aren't already following, please stick with me on this journey. It's going to be quite the ride. You won't regret the follow. I can tell you this, you won't regret the follow. I'll tell you that. I'll make it worth your while. I really will. Because I'm going to go from here to there. And I don't mean going up to heaven. We will someday. We'll all go somewhere someday. But my point is, I'm talking about the top, the WWE, being the lead commentator for World Wrestling Entertainment. To become the greatest commentator of all time, I shall be. And the greatest professional wrestling manager of all time, I shall be. All right. I have some business to take care of. I have to go help my grandma with something. So I know it's like 11 o'clock at night my time, but I have to drive over there to help her out. So that being said, thank you all for tuning into today's stream. Thank you again, Kiana, for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. It's funny, I was thinking about you the other day. I was gonna go check in on your stream, but I was busy, and I was like, shoot, do I have enough time before I had to film? And yeah, also speaking of film, if you are while everybody's still here, go subscribe to the YouTube. Is Diaz still live? I want to go raid Diaz. If he's still live, we're going to raid my teacher, Lord Diaz. At MCW, he's my teacher. He's not live. Damn. Well, you know what? Let's go raid Jessica Havoc. Why not? I haven't raided her in forever. I haven't seen her in forever. Let's give her a nice little visit. Hop in the raid. Let's hop in the raid. Let's get it cooking. Here we go, everybody. Thank you all for tuning into today's stream. Don't forget, follow me on all my socials. On Instagram at Hype the Commentator, Twitch at Hype the Commentator, YouTube at Hype. Subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff, and Hype Commentator on X. Thank you to everybody who joined me on the Twitch side of things. Thank you to everybody who joined me on the YouTube side of things. Thank you all for all the love and support, and I will see you all next time. Tomorrow, videos are now going out at 11 o'clock every morning. I got to change that thing, though. So, all right. See you in the next one.